High frequencies, family. I've been wanting to get this message out for the last few days, and of course there have been distractions and distractors that have occurred in this life, in this realm, which happens. We all have those. I'm not exempt from that. But I want to go over what occurred in my dream a couple of nights ago, a little bit about what occurred in my dream today, and for those who this resonates with, you'll get it, you'll understand it, and maybe in your dream space over these next couple of days you'll be able to summons more information into what you are actually battling, fighting, and in what dimension and with what entities that you are battling against, and for what particular rights, and it's R-I-T-E. So I got a phone call. This was, in this reality, I got a phone call a few days ago. I think it was Sunday night, Monday. I think it was Sunday or Monday. One of those nights. And I had a friend of mine that actually asked me, that told me that he was having, he had a dream that he, was fighting or something in his dream. He just couldn't remember all of it. And then I was like, oh my God, like, yes, I had a dream that I was fighting in my dream. And I took this female entity down. And I don't remember the rest of it, but I just remember that I took this female entity energy down. That same day, that night, I asked my group, WhatsApp, did you all have any dreams where you were fighting or battling? And 2 people responded that they did. That night, after I get out the, text messages with them, that night I go to sleep. Now, I go to sleep, it had to have been around 11:30 or 12. When I woke back up, it was like 1:30, 1:40 a.m. So I was only asleep for a few hours, but a lot occurred. So in that dream, I was a part of this, it's kind of like this collective group, but I was the one who had taken the, I hate to say leader, because it's not what it was, it's not a leader, but I was the one who had decided to take on this other entity form in a fight or a battle to win, to move on to the next level. What always comes to mind is almost like the movie, if you all have seen the, I think it was by Barry Gordy. It's one of my favorite movies. I can't even think of the name of it. Bruce Leroy. You Got the Glow. So I don't know why the name of it escapes me. I just saw it the other night. I just saw it last week. But anyway, it'll come to me when it needs to. So anyway, I think about that, in the movie when his teacher tells him, it is here, you will know. You will be embraced or with a sublime glow that will cover all over your body. You will know when you reach the final level. It is there. It's only there. You will know, you will have this complete glow. And so in the dream, it was like these other people that were in my group were preparing me for the final level. They were preparing me on whatever I wanted far as tools to reach the next level, to fight this entity and this energy. And so I also remember in the dream, part of the people who were helping me was like this AI intelligence system that was also part human and part animal. And the hands of this animal were able to be magnetic, that put a lock in between the 2 barriers of the 2 locations where I was at. for the entity to come in that I had to fight, and for me to be in the other area at bay waiting on them to come. And it's not like here, like we walk through. It was kind of like this energy and entity can come, flash through whenever, through these realms, or what it came to me when I woke up, wormholes. And so, my crew asked me, what did I want? And one of them was a torch. I wanted fire. I wanted fire to be able to battle against this entity. Then they presented me with the gun, if I wanted a gun. And I remember seeing this gun in the case, and I was like, no, I don't want a gun. Like, that's not going to be what I need in this fight. That's not a fair fight. And I know that we're fighting a fair fight. I said, I'm not receiving information that this entity is going to come up to me and try to shoot me. We are going to battle a different way. And one of the elements I needed was fire. I had this torch and it was lighting fire. And I said, I will need that. But I can say, like, before the entity came, it was a lot of inward mind work that I was doing on the battle. Wasn't much of what the physical, but it was kind of like I had to be in tune inwardly with my chi in order to be in tune with the energy and the chi of this entity and this energy that I had to battle against. And if I wasn't connecting to my own chi, that would throw me off to be connected to the chi or the energy of the other person. It's almost like when you do Tai Chi or you're doing push hands, like you have to feel the flow and the energy. You can't be so stagnant and rigid that you don't feel the energy and the chi of your opponent. Because if you don't feel that, and what one of my teachers was telling me, like the fascia, like the skin, like right up underneath the skin, like you have to feel that energy flow of your opponent to know their next move and how you should move. And in my mind, I kept going over that. I was playing out different things and preparing my inward energy. And it was a little bit of hesitance there, just based on what if I don't know, because what if something happens and I don't make it to the next level? And I was like, I got to make it to the next level in order for us to, my crew and my tribe that I was with, to move forward. And everybody's relying on me to take them there. And then I could feel, like in my energy as I was going inward doing the work, I could feel that presence of that energy coming to me. Like it was on its way. Like I could feel that it was on its way. From whatever dimension it was coming from, it was headed towards me. I was like, it was like it had been summoned, it knew, and it was on its way to me. Now, when I woke up and I was in a middle state, this is the information that came to me. Like there is some time manipulation that's going on. These entities, these energies, like we all are energies and entities, okay? When I say that, I'm not talking about something outlandish or grandiose or anything, because we all are energies and entities. But there are particular energies, entities, people here in this realm as well that work in other realms too, because we're all in these other dimensions. They know how to get into the wormhole to do time manipulation. And that's what has been going on. And my fight or the battle against them was for them to stop manipulating the time, to stop manipulating the lives of people. Like this time manipulation is manipulating people, energies, entities here who are trying to move forward in various realms. All right. Not just in that dimension, but in all dimensions. And they're trying to hinder that movement. So that was the fight. Now the dream the next day, and one of my coworkers, he doesn't know, but he's actually a gatekeeper, and he was protecting me, and I was So the dream the next day, what time is okay, good. The dream the next day, I was given, it was this stone. And in this stone was like a rose quartz stone that he gave me. But it had like a cross in it, and then it started to change. The symbols within the crystal started to change from different types of crosses that I've seen as symbols, to like the Celtic cross, the Christian cross, the swastika. It just started to change into different crosses, and then it started to change into different warriors that have been throughout the ages. Like all of these warriors show people with their blades or their axes, and then their full regalia of warrior uniform. It showed me all of these different warriors. And I was given this stone from the gatekeeper, which is one of my coworkers, which I'm sure he's totally oblivious that he's a gatekeeper, but he's also a protector of rams too. And a lot of men sometimes who are protector of rams, they may not always remember their dreams. They may not remember what's going on in these other dimensions, so much that they their avatar here is just what it is. It's just an avatar here to experience this ram, but their energy and spirit is doing work in other rams, and they come in contact with us, with the light workers, the light bearers, the people that are fighting, that are doing the work over there, so they can come in contact with our energy, so they can protect us even more. And they may not know it, but it happens, and it is there in place in different locations for us to connect with us for a reason. So yeah, that was the dream the few nights ago, and these last few nights I've still, just like this morning, I received information on some things that occurred right when I woke up, and a lot more of that is happening. But what the message is that I really need you all to do to penetrate past what you see here in this reality, don't give any, and I'm sure a lot of you already been doing this, but don't give any attention to what's going on in the news. Don't give any attention to things that's going on in your local community. Not in depth. What I mean is not like giving over your power to everything that's going on. Of course, you'll keep up with the news, but not giving over your power and totally submerging yourself into that. But place your energy and your mind and your thoughts into what you want to create. Is very important right here. The fight is that. The fight is putting your energy, your mind, your words, your mantras, your affirmations into what you want to see manifest in your life, in your family life, in your spouse's life, your children's life on this planet. What do you want to see? Focus that all the time. Have you words of power that you speak throughout the day. Whatever you need to say. I am a magnet to love, money, and success. I am powerful. I am a master manifester. Whatever the words are that you say, make sure that you are constantly having those words intoned in your mind and your thoughts throughout the day, and embrace it as part of your energy of who you are. You have to put that energy within you so it can go out to all dimensions and be and have you just grounded in that and change, because we are working to change the paradigm for now, this present moment, which will change the future and the past. And we are working against other entities who are trying to not allow that to happen, and not allow us to be successful in all areas and to triumph over death. And our ancestors are also working on our behalf too. I did have a dream where ancestors were working along with us and helping us. So that is very important that you connect, especially with those ancestors who have recently passed in your bloodline. If you have anybody who have been deceased in about 5 to 10 years, connect with them ASAP. Really, really connect with them. All right. So that's the message, you all. So peace and high frequencies.